Have you ever seen a single punch change dozens of lives in less than a second? One moment, a group of friends was trying to end a night out in Scottsdale, Arizona. The next, a young husband was lying unconscious on the pavement, fighting for his life. Days later, a 24-year-old man would be arrested and accused of murder. But here's the question that still divides people today. Was this a cold and reckless attack or a tragic bar fight that spiraled into something no one expected? Greetings and welcome back. It's after 2 a.m. on October 11th, and the nightlife scene in Scottsdale is beginning to wind down. Bars are closing, crowds are spilling onto sidewalks, and police are already dealing with disturbances involving a group of men who, according to witnesses, had been involved in multiple confrontations throughout the night. Officers are called to the area after reports of a fight. But by the time they arrive, this is no ordinary bar brawl. A 29-year-old man named Thomas John Pasola is lying motionless on the ground. Police rush to him. They check for breathing. Nothing. The urgency in the officers' voices becomes obvious almost immediately. CPR begins as first responders race to save him. Around them, confusion erupts. Witnesses are shouting. Friends are crying. Nobody seems to have a complete picture of what just happened. What everyone does know is that moments earlier, Thomas had been standing. Now he's fighting for his life. As officers secure the scene, one of Thomas's friends tells investigators a heartbreaking story. According to him, the group had simply been trying to leave for the night. They were looking for their Uber and attempting to make their way through a crowded area outside a nearby bar. Then he claims a misunderstanding occurred. A woman allegedly believed someone in their group had bumped or pushed her. Words were exchanged. Tensions rose. And then, according to the friend, everything exploded. He describes seeing Thomas struck unexpectedly. He remembers chaos, people yelling, people throwing punches. And at one point, he says he saw individuals kicking Thomas while he was already on the ground. The witness himself was bloodied during the altercation.
I don't care about your Uber. Sit right there. What happened? Take a seat. Take a seat. I don't care about your Uber. You're not
asking me what's happening, sir.
I said what happened, not what's happening with your Uber.
No, that's exactly what's happening with this occurrence.
Why are you bloody?
Because my best friend is on the floor and I came to intervene on what's happening.
Okay.
And we were trying to get to our destination, to our Uber.
Okay.
But this lady on the street was thinking that we were trying to press her, but we were literally just trying to get to a street where our Uber is. And that's when her friends, her male friends, pressed us on why are we trying to push her, but we weren't trying to push her at all.
Okay.
We were literally just trying to get by. Since the last time we've spoken back, we were just trying to wait for an Uber just to get home. That's exactly what happened, I promise.
Who hit you?
Some black guy.
Where's he at?
I have no clue. He looks Samoan. He looked like he had a pigtail. That's all I can tell you.
Not everyone tells the same story. Bar employees paint a very different picture. According to staff members, Thomas and his friends had allegedly been involved in multiple disturbances throughout the evening. Employees claimed the group had already been removed from the property and had returned again.
Officer, so we had these guys removed, and then they came back and were fighting out back. They actually were aggressive with a female employee of mine.
Okay.
And then they came back again for more, and then they got in another fight. So this is probably the third time they've gotten in an altercation. All three of them. Him, the guy on the ground, and the other guy. All three have been fighting all night in here.
Okay.
Unfortunately, for the third time, you spoke to him, you spoke to us.
I didn't speak to you before. I didn't speak to you before.
No, he spoke to two different officers.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Yeah, that wasn't even you that he talked to.
Okay, well,
But I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I might have yelled a little bit when he rolled up. But
You're good.
At the end of the day, we were just trying to get back home. Our best friend on the floor, he's having a kid, so that's why we're just trying to get home.
Okay, well, right now we're doing CPR on him.
Yeah, I understand that, and that's not what I wanted at all.
So why are you causing fights?
Sir, we were not causing fights at all.
If that's true, It raises an important question. Were they innocent victims trying to get home, or had tensions been building for hours before the final confrontation? Let me know what you think in the comments. Based on what you've heard so far, whose version sounds more believable to you? As investigators work through the conflicting statements, Thomas is rushed to a hospital, but despite medical efforts, he never recovers. The young husband dies from his injuries. The loss becomes even more devastating when loved ones reveal another painful detail. Thomas's wife was reportedly only weeks away from giving birth to their first child. A father-to-be had left home expecting an ordinary night out. He would never return. As detectives begin piecing together evidence, they focus on surveillance footage, witness statements, and perhaps most importantly, cell phone video captured during the incident. What those videos allegedly showed would become the foundation of the prosecution's case. According to prosecutors, a 24-year-old man named Drew Maness approached Thomas from behind during the confrontation. They allege that Drew delivered a sudden punch that Thomas never saw coming. The impact allegedly knocked Thomas unconscious immediately. Unable to break his fall, Thomas reportedly struck his head and neck against the concrete. That devastating impact allegedly caused severe brain injuries that ultimately led to his death. It's a reminder of something many people don't realize. In some cases, the punch itself isn't what kills someone. The fall is.
As the area turns into a crime scene, investigators get to work identifying any potential suspects. Police later pinpoint 5 people believed to have been involved in the fatal altercation, including 27-year-old Krista Molina, 23-year-old Mark Whitford, 27-year-old Julius Husser, 26-year-old Tony Becker, and the man who prosecutors allege threw the deadly punch, 24-year-old Drew Maness. 11 days later, several of those suspects, who reportedly fled the scene, were tracked down at a home in the same city.
With your hands up and empty, we have a canine, and if you do not obey all commands, he will harm you and bite you.
Quiet. 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 Quiet.
With your hands up and if you do not obey all commands, he will harm you and bite you.
Quiet. Quiet.
Police, do not move. Put your hands up. Walk to us. We have contact. Come on.
Quiet. 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 Quiet.
Daniel, right? Daniel. My voice, Daniel. You in the doorway. Turn around. Daniel, you in the doorway. Come back to me. Watch your step. Take your time. Keep on walking. Watch your step.
Quiet. Quiet.
I'm walking. You're doing good.
Quiet. Quiet. Quiet.
Police, Drew, I see you in there. Walk to me. Walk to me. Keep on walking.
All right, Drew's coming out now.
We got this. Hold on. We got hands. Good? All right, walk back to our voice. Come.
Quiet. Quiet. Quiet.
Let's go. Keep coming. Let's go.
Here, police make contact with their prime suspect, Drew Maness. Renesas, who we'll catch up with shortly.
Got that on, Logan? Find it back. I got him. I got mine. Right here.
Drew is secured and escorted to the police station, while other officers work to clear the home.
Might be interesting with that figure.
Wait.
We're going to the breach. We're going to go down the breach. There's a ladder right here. Let's run the dog so you're good.
Boys ready?
Yeah.
Leave it. That's cool. Leave it. Hey. Kuno. Los. He's f***ing up the Halloween equipment.
We can make entry. We're good to make entry
let's
on
get
the
the
dog.
dog out.
Kuno, here. Come here.
Hey,
Here.
Tony.
Here.
This looks like a garage door in a closet right here. Okay, so I'm gonna bypass this.
Oh, that's the garage.
We'll work the dog upstairs, so just trail up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it looked like a guy in a suit, so. And he had a big sickle. He was very, very threatening. Yep.
You open the door, you're moving to the right.
Leave it. No. Hey, hey, hey. You already got the costume.
After some minor damage to a Halloween decoration, police confirm no one else is in the home. Next, let's rewind back to the fatal scene and hear more from the witness.
Okay, step by step, tell me exactly what happened here.
We were leaving Patty's, which is right across the street.
I was right over here.
Okay, so then the bar on that side, whatever the corner bar is.
Okay.
Okay, so then we were just trying to figure out our Uber. So we were walking down this way, and that's when we approached the front of this bar, and this woman did not like the fact that we were just trying to walk on by, and that's when her friends then stepped in and approached me and two other friends.
Okay.
And things escalated because they felt like we were aggravating them for some reason.
Okay.
Which we weren't. We were literally just trying to bypass these people, and they were hollering just slanders and words. And that's when things kind of escalated, and that's when they just, I guess you would use the word, slept my friend, and that's when things just kind of went into a whole aggravation mode. And
When you say the female's friends, you're talking about the multiple black males that were there?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And that's when we kind of intervened, because obviously that's our friend, and they just kind of sideswiped my friend in the face, and then we were like, wait, what? Like, we didn't know what was happening in that moment, and that's when the other friends just kind of came out of nowhere.
Can you describe it?
Prosecutors who reportedly reviewed cell phone video of the incident later alleged that Drew was the one who knocked Thomas unconscious after they say he was observed approaching the victim from behind before delivering a, quote, sucker punch, causing the victim to fall and hit his head and neck on the concrete. That strike allegedly left the victim with severe brain injuries, leading to his death.
Okay. Okay, just sit tight, okay?
Thank you again. I'm sorry for everything.
No, you're good.
How's
Give me
my
some.
friend?
Yeah, give me.
You okay?
I think we're still doing. Okay, he's going to the hospital right now. I don't have an update on him yet. Okay.
Moments later, police move the witness to a covered area where they continue questioning him.
How do you guys know each other?
We went to AG 12 years ago. I went to high school.
Okay.
My best friend.
Okay.
just came out to AZ 2 weeks ago because he was having baby showers like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And my best friend, Floyd over there, was going out for work, so he asked me to come with him. I was like, well, it's another opportunity to see my best friend. So
Okay.
he's known him for a long time as well. So we came out. This is literally like the one day that we came out. So he's been working. The homie works, the guy that's in the hospital, he works a 9 to 5 as well, Monday to Friday. So I just know one of the guys that clocked the guy in the hospital. I know he went for a kick.
Okay. Do you know if he successfully landed the kick, or where did he kick him?
It looked like it was like
Okay.
in the main area to kick.
Okay.
The airways, you know. He was already slept.
Okay.
And I just remember him just getting kicked off the head.
Okay.
And I remember the guy that's over there, it was just like a movie. Like, I got on top of him like turtle shelled it, you know, and just didn't want him because he got hit as well.
Yeah. Do you know if the female like told them to start hitting you guys, or?
In a way, yeah. That's how it was basically revoked.
Okay.
She thought I was trying to push her away, but we were just, like I said, when you're in that area and we're all trying to leave, it's just kind of a tight-knitted area.
Okay.
So I just kind of like, excuse me, and she thought like I pushed her away, which I wouldn't push a woman like that, especially if she's with her homeboys.
Yeah.
I grew up in LA, you know. I'm not trying to do all that. And so that's when it just went all nuts to it.
Okay.
And the guy got blindsided. He went to the floor. He was already getting pounded on. I came in, I was like, what is happening right now? And obviously I was getting landed on.
So you said your friend slipped and they thought that he was trying to like provoke a fight?
On that part, I'm not too sure.
Okay.
No, I just remember us just trying to weave on by.
Okay.
We were just trying to weave on by, and that's when. Yeah.
Anybody want to check you out?
Yeah, I mean, I feel the dry blood, yeah. And that's when they were both on the ground. And the other guy was already face planted. Okay. And I remember seeing some guy just already kicking him. And then my other buddy was already on the floor, but he was breathing too, you know what I mean? Yeah. So then like, I kind of just turtle shelled and I was like, stop, you know, and I was just taking the beat of it.
Okay.
And that's when like y'all showed up and everything just kind of.
Go ahead and listen.
Now, we join detectives 11 days later as they sit down with their main suspect.
And we're just going to go into interview room 2 right here. I'm going to ask you to have a seat over there for me, please. Thirsty? You want anything to drink? Okay. Well, I got a bottle over here. If you change your mind, go ahead and grab it whenever you'd like, okay? So Drew, once again, I wanted to tell you who I am. I'm Detective Leal. This is Detective Nolan. We work for the Scottsdale Police Department. We work specifically in the Violent Crimes Unit. The reason you are here today is because of the incident that took place in the parking lot next to Patty's back on October 11th at about 2:15 in the morning. Okay? Do you understand everything I just said to you? Okay. So we're detectives. We're going to want to talk to you about that incident, but because you've been arrested and you are in a jail facility, you're not free to go. You couldn't get up and walk out the door, and we want to ask you questions about that, so we have to read you what are called your Miranda rights. Are you familiar with what Miranda rights are? Have you ever been read them before? Okay. Could you at least I know you're shaking your head, but could you at least tell me yes or no that you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm going to read you your Miranda rights, and then we can go from there. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney to assist you prior to questioning and to be with you during questioning if you so desire. If you cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to have an attorney appointed for you prior to questioning. Do you understand these rights, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, having been advised that these rights and understanding these rights, will you answer some of my questions? No. No? Okay. Now, is it just no, you don't want to answer any questions, or no, I want to speak with an attorney, or just I don't want to answer any of your questions, detective?
Yeah, I'm waiting for a lawyer.
Okay.
Drew refuses to answer questions and requests a lawyer, ending the interview before detectives inform him of the next steps.
And I'm just you're writing down your statement. So I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of information so you know what to expect from this point on. Okay. From here, you're going to go back into your cell. We're also going to be, well, let me start back by that. So one of the things I want to get done with you relatively soon, or within the next few seconds, is this is called a search warrant. That search warrant is for the residence you live in and for you specifically. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking photographs of you, we're going to be taking fingerprints from you, and we're also going to be collecting mouth swabs from you. In addition, we have detectives at that residence right now that are searching that residence for various clothing items and such. Since it is a search warrant, we got that from a judge, and so ultimately what we're going to do is do those things before we move on to the next step of this investigation. Do you understand that? Okay, so since you understand that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by taking some photographs. We'll do it all in here. I'm going to have you stand up against that wall. I'll take some photographs. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, if you wouldn't mind, sir, is just standing up against that wall right there for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some photographs off my work phone here, and just give me a second as I pull all this stuff up here. Okay, so I'm going to take one of there, and then I'm going to ultimately move in closer, and then I'll kind of direct your hands and stuff like that. Understand? Yep. Okay. Okay, so we're almost done. I'm just giving you updates. So here's what will end up happening from this point forward. You'll go back into a cell, and then at some point in the next few hours, you'll be transferred down to the county jail down in downtown Phoenix. You will have to see a judge, and you're going to be arraigned on 1 count of second-degree murder and 1 count of aggravated assault related to that incident that we were talking about earlier. Any questions for me, sir? I just need a yes or no.
No.
Okay, then sir, if you wouldn't mind just standing up and following us, and we'll get you back in that cell. We will get you some food and stuff like that, so just go ahead and go that way.
Out of the 5 arrested in connection with Thomas's death, Drew faces the most serious charge of second-degree murder. The 3 other men, Mark Whitford, Tony Becker, and Julius Husser, are all facing felony charges of aggravated assault. At last check, all 4 cases remain open. Krista was booked on 2 misdemeanor charges, including disorderly conduct and assault. Court records show she later pleaded guilty to the disorderly conduct charge, while the assault charge was dismissed. She was placed on probation.
For Thomas's loved ones, however, no verdict can change the outcome. A husband is gone, a child will grow up without a father, and an ordinary night out became a story that would make headlines across the country. So now we leave the question with you. Was this murder, or was it a devastating accident with irreversible consequences? If you enjoyed deep dives into real criminal cases that challenge what we think we know about guilt, justice, and accountability, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next case. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and remember that sometimes the difference between an ordinary night and a lifetime of consequences can be just a single decision.